Hey guys, Tom from NYX here, and welcome to our third and final video of the IQOS kit. We just wanted to go a little bit more in depth of why we think this product exists and kind of what some of the pros and cons of this device are, who we recommend it for, who we think that we don't really recommend it for. We're going to take a little closer look at that. So when we take a look at the side of this box here, we can see right on the side it says copyright Phillip Morris products. Now for those of you at home who aren't familiar with Phillip Morris, they are a very big tobacco company. They've been in the industry for a lot of years, mostly pumping out cigarettes from my understanding. Now, why exactly would Phillip Morris make a product like this when they already are kind of, they have the other stuff that they're doing with cigarettes and whatnot? Why do they need a product like this in the Canadian market, the US market, or the global market? So from the research that we've done and the people that we've talked to, who have been in the industry for a long period of time, we've broken it down to two reasons why we think this is the way that it is. So the first reason is that there's a lot less regulations and stuff that they're going to have to deal with to launch a product like this, because it's essentially the same thing they've already been doing. With this kit, you have to buy these heat sticks, and these heat sticks, they are essentially cigarettes. They're a little bit smaller, a little bit different packaging, but at the end of the day, these are cigarettes, and the end goal for them is kind of the same. They want you to keep buying these cigarettes, and this is something that they're already used to doing. They've been doing it for a long period of time. There's a lot less hoops that they're going to have to jump through because it's essentially the same thing that they have been doing. Second reason why we think that this product is the way that it is. Now, the end goal is the same. They want you to keep buying the cigarettes because they're addictive. These things have the same addictive components, all the chemicals that regular cigarettes have, and because of those addictive components, they know that this is going to sell and they want you to keep buying this. That is their end goal. Now, the only difference with this is that now it comes with this electronic device. They market it that, it's healthier because you're not setting it on fire, you're not burning it with a lighter, which in turn you're not going to get as many carcinogens that you normally would from a regular cigarette. But the thing that doesn't really make sense is that there's still tobacco in here. And the whole goal of when the vaping industry started is that we want to move away from tobacco. We want to move away from all those chemicals that people are addicted to. And this doesn't really lead you away from that. You're still doing the same thing. You're doing it with an electronic device now. And I guess that they believe that having a device like this is going to help them lose less customers to the vape industry, because they know that these products right here are kicking their ass. They're losing so many people on a daily basis because of vaping, because so many people are switching. They need a way to be able to keep selling their cigarettes that they've been selling for all these years, but a way to do that that's going to appeal to the technological crowd. Now that vaping is becoming a fad, they're kind of saying, how can we do vaping but still kind of do the same thing that we've always been doing? And that is why they created the IQOS. Now, Phillip Morris has already said, regardless of if they get the FDA approval for this product, this will still be coming out in 2017 regardless. And to me, that kind of shows that they're kind of scared. They need to get a product out as quick as they can because they don't want to lose any more customers to vaping. They got to keep selling these cigarettes as long as they can. They got to keep making money, and they're going to rush this product out as quick as they can to try and gain some more traction again against the vaping community. Now let's take a look at some pros and cons of this device. In my own personal opinion, I don't really think there's too many pros. In terms of build quality, I think the pocket holder is kind of the most successful portion of it. I do like how it opens, as I have mentioned in the other videos. I think that's pretty cool. But overall, I think this is just too complicated of a device. You're essentially still smoking, but in a very, very much more complicated way. There's more things that you have to buy to use this device, such as the cleaning sticks and you got to keep replacing these right here, which is their end goal, obviously, and I understand that. But another thing that I don't really like is this portion of it seems very cheap to me. I imagine that people are going to break this little heating element in there, and I think they even know that that's going to happen, because if you look through this instruction manual, it tells you like 1,000 times in there, be careful, don't twist the stick, don't hit that with the cleaning stick. People are going to break these, and I think that they know that that is going to happen. And for someone who is not as technologically inclined and wants an alternative to smoking, this is just going to be too complicated. We had to read the instruction manual over 3 or 4 times just to figure this thing out, and we like to think we're pretty smart here. Maybe we're not, maybe we are, who knows. I'll let you guys judge it at home if any of you guys buy one of these. 2, price point seems a little bit high. You got to spend about $200 to get this kit. That is kind of a rough estimate because these aren't really widely available right now. It's probably going to range from the $200 to $300 mark, and that seems a little bit steep when someone could essentially just buy a pack of cigarettes for whatever they charge for cigarettes in your area. It ain't $200. You know, you could just go that way and make it a lot easier for yourself. All right, so what are my final thoughts on the IQOS device? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense for me. It seems very complicated, and you're still smoking cigarettes. These are cigarettes. You're going to still have to buy cigarettes just like you were before, only it's going to be a lot harder for you to do it now. You got to buy this thing and this thing and this kit. You got to buy all these cleaning supplies to maintain this thing just to smoke the same cigarettes that you've been smoking all this time. There's still tobacco there. There's still all the chemicals that are in cigarettes. Maybe it's a bit better because you're not setting it on fire. There is going to be less carcinogens, but you're still doing the same thing that you've been doing. For us, vaping makes a lot more sense because it makes sense. I would put some money into this because it's so much different than smoking. There's no tobacco here. There's no 4,000 chemicals that we don't even know about. You know, we're not lighting anything on fire. You know, it makes sense, and it makes sense to put money into something because it's totally different. Whereas this, I'm spending all this extra money to keep smoking cigarettes. It doesn't really make sense. So for us here at NYX, we believe that vaping is a way better alternative if you're looking for something completely different than smoking. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Thanks for watching, guys.